Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late. How are we all? I hope you're all well, and I hope you can all see and hear me. Let me know if you can. Right, there's a few people in. I had a wee flick back. There's lots of people here. Thank you for being here. I better just make sure you can hear me first before I start yaddering on. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Okay, good. Right, well, we've got Puzzling Peggy. Hello to you. And Natalie. We've also got Claire, hello to you as well, and Sybil. Um, so you're all telling me where you are. So we've got Maryland, North Carolina, and Colorado. Claire, I know you are over in Oz. Clark's in Dallas, Texas. Hello to you. Morning, Winter. A couple of us got together and puzzled in Winston-Salem, North Carolina this month. What? And you missed it, Natalie. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Guess we don't always know how close we are to each other sometimes. Mind you, I know states are big, so you're not necessarily always close, are you, if you're in the same state? That world symbols puzzle is so cool looking. Sam brought a copy of it in a frame to Puzzle Camp, and it just looks so awesome. It looks so awesome. Hello to Soul Empress and Purple Cat. I'm sorry you can't stay long, Purple Cat, but thanks for dropping in to say hi, and I will make sure I give you all my opinions on Schmidt. Um, definitely, definitely. Hello, Anita, and hello to Sam. Did Vicky not do a 500 Schmidt recently? Yeah, so I did. This is not my first Schmidt. It's my first 1,000 piece Schmidt. I did a 500 piece Schmidt just off camera. I just did it leisurely. And it was indeed, you remembered right, Sam. It was a picture of a dog on a bike and some flower in like a flower field, and it was one I got off Jeanette. We swapped. It was when we saw each other at the Newmarket competition a couple of years ago. So yes, this is not my first time doing a Schmidt, but that was a used Schmidt. um it was 500 pieces. It was good, don't get me wrong. It didn't feel a lot different from doing, say, a Ravensburger to me. I don't know how many times that puzzle had been done. I've heard a lot about Schmidt being very tight fitting, very solid once they're together. That didn't feel that way. Feel particularly loose, but again, it was used, so that makes a certain amount of sense. This is new. This is 1,000 pieces. So yeah, this is kind of like perhaps more representative of my first outing with a Schmidt puzzle than that one was. But you are right, I have actually done a Schmidt before. Um, you've been fostering a rescue dog for about a week. Jules is a sweetheart who loves leaping on furniture, okay, in my house, and eating. Yeah, that sounds like dogs, doesn't it? Eating. It's about £25 and scares my £8 Chessie at food time. Oh my goodness. Might have, and I missed it if it was recently. It's maybe a couple of months ago. Oh no, it wasn't that long ago. It's a hot day in Denmark, so eating an ice cream before continuing to puzzle. Just happy I'm not at work during the heat. Yeah, we've had some rain. We've had some rain. I don't know if we're gonna get another heat wave, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's no fun when you're at work when it's that hot. Hi Suze, you're lurking, are you? I'm lost shopping on Vinted. Oh, good luck with that. Right. Oh my goodness. Right. I'm having to. This is jumping around. Morning after Eve, Karen. So Cookie jumped up on the sofa with me, and before I could react, she licked my ice cream. Ah, cheeky pussycat. Cheeky pussycat. That's cute though. Had to see what all the hype is with Schmidt. I think there is an FX Schmidt and just Schmidt. Is that right? So there's Schmidt with the T at the end, and then there's FX Schmid where it's not the T, it's just Schmidt and FX at the start. But they're two different brands, as far as I can tell. Like totally different. They sound similar, but they're different brands. And I don't know if I'm right, but FX Schmidt, do they even exist anymore? Or did they get taken over by Ravensburger? I have some FX Schmidts, when it was still a brand. But I maybe somebody can let me know on that because I'm not certain. I thought it was not really a thing anymore, but it had got like taken over. Maybe they are still being produced with that branding though. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, Schmidt is not the same as FX Schmid. But yeah, they sound very similar. I think one has a T and one doesn't. Um, Cookies and cream. Yes. Yes, me too. Good evening, all. Hi, Sandra. They're not the same brand as far as I know. It's not spelled the same, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my understanding as well. What a lovely image. I really like this brand. Hello, Siobhan. How are you? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Do you know what? I did that wee puzzle you gave me. Um a little so I got some puzzle gifts when I was at puzzle camp and Wilberkins, who was at puzzle camp, uh gifted me a couple of puzzles. And one of them was a little miniature. I'm gonna do a puzzle haul on this, so yeah, that's why I've not shown you yet. But one of them was a little miniature of the patchwork rainbow. Look, they're so cute. I did not realize how tiny the pieces were, though. It took me a little while to do because they were so little, and I really, really needed my light, like my serious light. It was absolutely a must. Look at it, it's just sitting there, so small. So there you go. I did it, Wilberkins. Thank you for that. It was a lot of fun. Just teeny tiny. So I probably should have waited till I got my new glasses, but I still managed it, so it's fine. I still see. So thank you for that. I can look at this one now because I think I've caught up mostly. Hi, Angela, and hello, Kimberly, and hello, Glenda, and hello, Sue. Or maybe I haven't caught up. Oh no, I have. I have. Schmidt is thicker pieces. Yeah, a lot of them feel tight fitting. Yes, yeah, that's what I've heard. Maybe just new ones do. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think with Jeanette's one, it was an older puzzle, and it had been done a few times. Like, and then they do loosen up, don't they, when they've been done a few times? I think that's just common. Uh, Watching this live stream and the Commonwealth Games as well. Oh, brilliant! Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Vinted is not going well for me. It's got a limited edition Wentworth, and maybe a few others and counting. Maybe, or definitely. Eh, sounds like it is going well. Yeah, exactly. Winter, or it's going too well. Yes, FX Schmid is part of Ravensburger since 1996, if Wikipedia is right. Hello, Ella. How are you? And hi, Anna. How you doing? FX Schmid. Yeah. So FX Schmid doesn't have the T at the end. Schmidt has the T at the end. Um. Oh, Suze, I wish I could help. I just love puzzles too much to not let you buy any. Yes. Hello, Rob. How are you? Wilbekin, glad you liked it. I have both the big one and the small one to do. And I have my SR Lite too. Sounds like it's just as well. Yeah, my serious light. I had to. I can't really puzzle in the lounge without that now, unless I'm next to the window and it's super bright. And in actual fact, when I did that little puzzle, I was next to the window, so I had the serious light and the window, the natural light. But it was because they were so tiny, it was needed, and they were all standard shapes as well. So I was like, oh, this is going to be more difficult than I thought. I thought it was just normal size pieces, so I thought this will be fine. 150 pieces, it'll be a nice wee puzzle. and it was tiny. It was good though. It was good. Mm. Um, it's against the rules of Puzzle Club to discourage people from buying puzzles. Yeah, exactly. You see, Clark. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. We could send help, but it wouldn't be the kind of help you were looking for. To help you buy more. Ah, morning, everyone. Hi, Rose, and hello, Saga. Hope you're doing great, Vicky. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Rob. I'm doing fine. I was a wee bit late. So I tell you what, I am tired this morning. Last night, the kids and I went to go and see the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Brand New Day. It just came out here yesterday. And we knew we wanted to watch it, so I went to book the tickets, and every showing, and there were a lot of showings at our local cinema, every showing was sold out apart from the last two. Like there was the odd seat in some of them, but there were three. We wanted three seats together. The first one we could manage with three seats together was at 10:30 at night. And that was the second to last showing. There was another one at 11. So we went to the cinema to watch Spider-Man Brand New Day at 10:30 and got home at like past 4. So we're a bit knackered today. It was worth it. It was fun, and the kids are on holiday, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I was a bit slow moving this morning. I was a bit slow moving. Um, so yeah, but no, I'm doing good, and it was a good movie. Thank you, Rob. I hope you are too. I agree, Clark. So I'll go look and buy more. Yes. Let us know. Let us know how it goes. All right. So, as we've established, this is a Schmidt puzzle, and it is called The Calm of the Mountain. I always have to look a little bit because the English name of the puzzle is like about the fourth one. Looks like it's French first, and then maybe Italian and German. But anyway, the, the English name of it is The Calm of the Mountain. It is a Redina Tili puzzle, and it is a beautiful image of a mountain, and we've got kind of layers of landscape. There's trees. There's lots of colour. It's everything you expect really from a Redina Tilly, and so I am really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to doing my first 1,000 piece Schmidt from new and see how it goes. My sister and her children went to see it this morning. Yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Same, tired as well from all the tasks I need to do. Was the Spider-Man movie good? Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I'm excited. I like the Marvel movies, and I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday coming. And we stayed till the bitter end for the post-credit scene, which was right at the very end. We couldn't leave till that. Um, I won't give any spoilers away, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I was excited. And my kids both like Spider-Man. Like they're not as into Marvel as me. They've not seen all the movies. I've seen some of them, but they do like Spider-Man. So we all just wanted to go and see that. I love Schmidt. I think the cut of Fit is better than Ravensburger. Yeah, we've got Schmidt fans. A lot of Schmidt fans in the in the community. Anyway, I'm never too tired to puzzle. So let's get this lid off. I took there were two stickers, but they're like almost like paper stickers. And I was able to just get my thumb and just and it that was it. So that was quite nice actually that they were the plastic ones. Um and they were only on two sides. They weren't on all four sides, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind necessarily. It's just I didn't have to do the sticker cutting quite as much. And we have a paper bag, no poster. That's okay. Oh, it's so crinkly. Um, all right. So the pieces are green. Got like a green cardboard on the back. Now then, I have actually think it was Donna Louise who told me that these pieces are like made of brass or something. I'll see if there's something on the back of the box. It says on the front, based on grass. See there, based on grass. Um, and I'm sure Donna Louise said to me that they're like made of grass. Eco-friendly puzzles based on grass. 40% grass, 60% mixed recycled paper. Resource efficient and sustainable. So, yeah, that's quite interesting. I've never seen that before. Um, so I guess that's maybe the reason for. Oh, look at this! The dust. There's quite a lot of dust, and the dust is green. So that's quite fun. So Ravensburg have a rival in the dust department. Green versus blue. I think that's hilarious. So yeah, nice thick pieces. Um, Good standard size, I guess. Sort of similar size to a Ravensburger 1K, I would say. It looks like a woven finish, which I like a lot. And it looks like nice image quality. We've got, you can see the brush strokes. This is obviously a painting. You can see the brushstroke texture. It's gonna be, I don't know if this puzzle's gonna be easy or hard or somewhere in the middle, but I'm looking forward to it. So at the moment I'm just pulling out edges as I spot them. Um, there is quite a lot of dust, which doesn't really bother me, but you know, it's a good thing to point out for anybody who doesn't particularly like dust. Now, I don't know if the grass ones are um more dusty than the usual. I don't think my other Schmidts are grass based. I've got a couple here, and they don't have the same logo on. So whether they're more dusty or less dusty or the same, I don't know. I suspect they're maybe not green. Don't recall my dog 500 piece one being green either. But that's cool if they're sustainable and eco-friendly. Right, I'm noticing blue, but there is a lot of blue, but it might be worthwhile pulling it out just to narrow down a starting point. Um, I think probably so far the tightest fitting puzzle I've done it is a Gibson's. That London Underground puzzle that I did by Gibson's was really, really, really tight fitting. The Reverie was pretty tight fitting as well. But that Gibson's, you could have dropped a bomb on it and it would have stayed together. It was really, really. So it'll be interesting to see if Schmidt rivals that. Um, oh, there we go. Yellow is jumping out, and yellow might be a good starting point because it's quite a stark contrast against the darker background, and there's not that much of it. There's some sort of like bushes and flowers in the foreground. I'll pop the thing there. See here and here, there's a little bit of yellow here, and there's some orange. But it's like it's not so much that it's gonna be a tough bit to start with. So I might separate those out and keep those on the board. If I separate out blue, that will be a case of like just narrowing down. Because there is a lot of blue in this image. A lot of blue in the foreground, a lot of blue in the sky. I mean, it's different shades of blue, but I don't know if I'm going to phase sort this. I feel like phase sorting works on the streams because then I'm not spending the entire thing sorting. Uh, right, and there's quite a lot of pink too. But that's more at the bottom. There's more pink than yellow. Oh, that's an edge. I would say there's more pink than yellow. I don't think this is going to be that easy, this puzzle. Not that I expected that, necessarily. Not that I want that. Um, yeah, that is not common. Must be the grass special ones. There's just like a set of them, or at least there's a set of Redina Tillies. I don't know if they're all grass or if they're just, linked by the artist. But yeah, there's like a set of four, I think. So you still need to find another regular Schmidt. How terrible. Yes, yes. There are many different Schmidt firsts, apparently. Someone made a grass puzzle recently and said they smelled bad. What do you think? I didn't really detect a smell at all. Um, Not even the cardboardy smell that comes out when you open a new puzzle. It is just a bit. I mean, I've not got the greatest sense of smell, but I don't smell anything bad. Or maybe it wasn't the smell. I think it triggered their allergies. Ah, yeah, maybe. I think it said, was it 40% grass? I'm allergic to grass and it didn't bother me. So maybe person specific. Yeah, possibly. Or maybe different brands do it differently. I don't know which brand it was. Yeah, I mean, well, that might have been a higher percentage of grass, maybe. I don't know. Yes, not so much yellow. Pretty image. Yeah, it is. It's lovely. Speaking of brand quality, if when I get a couple puzzles to get me by till I move, what brand in the US is going to be high quality? Art and Fable, um, expensive but high quality. I don't know. I'm not in the US. So I mean, I've done a Buffalo, but they're not low quality, but they're not like luxury. Um, can't say with Springbok. Apparently, they maybe aren't as good as they used to be, but I've never done a Springbok, so that's not something I can necessarily comment on. They're American brands. I would say Blue Kazoo, but they seem to have gone out of business. They're a lovely brand, or at least they were. I was really quite gutted when I found that out. They just sort of disappeared. Um, what else? I don't know. Has anybody else got any ideas? Wait, what about that chuffed? Is that American specifically? SS really likes that one. After the edge, I started with pink on this puzzle. Yellow is probably a good choice too. Yeah, well, at least with pink, you can work up from the bottom, can't you? Or the top. There's a few pink clouds. I like remarks. Ah, Villager, Aurora, and Masterpiece. Villager's Canadian, but I would imagine you can get that relatively easily in the States. I don't know. Aurora I've never tried, but that sounds good. Masterpieces I've done. If you like random cut, Chuffed is American, right? So again, never done one, but I know SS really likes them a lot. Go to Barnes and Noble and buy Ravensburger. Yes. Cotton Fable are lovely. Um, I like Cotton Fable. And they're American, as far as I know. Oh, Soonness. They're American. Um, Again, expensive, but lovely puzzles. Depends how luxury you want to go, I guess. If you want to go luxury or more mainstream. Uh, right. So we've got these are all the mountain, aren't they? These just kind of all different light pink, purples, those kind of colours. Um, I mean, I seem to be sorting this fairly thoroughly. I'm just enjoying rummaging through the pieces. I love the painterly texture. There's a few bits of light green next to the yellows, so I'm going to put those in with the yellows because I think they're basically part of the same thing. Um, I have got a pile of pink building up there. They're a bit more purple. Hmm. So I put a standard piece in with the edges for a second there, but I hadn't. I seem to remember in uh or did I? I don't know. In the Good Loot puzzle I did, the Redina Tili, um I seem to remember starting with yellows in that one as well. It was the bright against the dark, it really stood out to me a lot. Um just that contrast. It's got some yellow on it, but it's also very pink, so I'll stick it in with the yellows. Um, how picky are you about shine? Good question. Buffalo definitely has a shine if that bothers you. Doesn't bother me. Buffalo has a bit of gloss, but not like Ebu. Think Unified Pieces is a US brand. So it is, yeah, and they're lovely. I like Unified Pieces as well. I've done a few of theirs as I disassemble a buffalo. I enjoyed the buffalo puzzles that I've done. I've done two, I think. I enjoyed them a lot. But yeah, I suppose it depends on how much you mind the shine. Yeah, thanks for that, Sam. I forgot about Unified Pieces. I've actually still got one on the shelf that needs done. It's well then, what is it? It's a dragon one. I don't know where it is now. Somewhere around here. Um, but yeah, there's Soonness as well. I'm looking behind me. I can't really see that many American brands. And there's a lot of Australian brands because of all those ones that Sandra sent to me. So I've got a whole bunch of Aussie brands. Um, but yeah, you've got a few to choose from. That one I think might have looks like that's had a bent prong at some point, but it's holding fine, it looks like. I think I'm with you, Clark. I'll start with the edge. Um, I think the edge ought to be doable on this. Oh, we'll pop the edge in the pink pile there. And I should say as well, before I forget, that this puzzle was a gift as well from Clark. So thank you for sending me the puzzle, Chloe. Very, very happy to be trying it. Trying to think what I've got to tell you. I've been doing a lot of. I've still sort of been in a bit of a rest period since club camp, but I have been trying to sort of find my feet again with things because it was very much a case of I sort of lost where I was, you know. Um, so well, you all know what I decided to do about the Disney Museum. Decided not to continue that on the streams, and I have finished that puzzle now. So hopefully, in one place or another, you will have seen the pictures of that finished. I think I'm gonna still do a stream where I show it to you, and I have figured a way to lay it out on my board. I had to kind of extend my board out using 4 pieces of A1 foam board, so there was like a cross going in the middle where it dipped a bit, but it meant that it wasn't flopping over the side because it was too big for my board in all reality. Um, so I laid it out, and so I was pleased about that because it meant, it means I can show you in here if I do a live on it. But it was really just to, so I sort of got to grips with that. Last week, obviously, as you know, I did a couple of standalone streams just on smaller puzzles, which were a lot of fun. Even on Saturday, I did the Clementoni Funny Dalmatian, and then on Thursday I did the Rose Khan Tate and Co. puzzle, the Magic Study, which I enjoyed a lot. And Rose was in that chat for quite a while. She stayed with us for most of it. So if you've not seen that stream, go and have a look. She does talk about that puzzle a lot and other aspects of her artwork. So yeah, I was sort of catching up with live streams and whatever I was doing on those, and I've scheduled this week. So obviously today I'm doing it right now. But I've also scheduled Saturdays, um, which is the Japanese collage. And nope, I have not started sorting it yet. I'm not going to stress about it because you know what? Even if I don't start sorting it, or if I don't finish sorting it, I'm sure I'll be able to find some interesting things to say about how to go about sorting it. Um, I'll maybe make a start today on sorting that puzzle. It's been quite a busy week, and the kids are still on holiday, so I've been trying to spend some time with them because I've been away from them quite a lot because of puzzle camp. Um, and yeah, and with downtown, the the puzzle along that I was doing in the run up to puzzle camp, I'd done 3 videos on that. So I'm fairly far into it now. Um, But I had like a plan for my sort of direction that I was taking each video, the thing I was focusing on. But I couldn't really remember what it was. Thankfully I'd made some notes, so I was able to go back and read my notes and remind myself. But what I ended up actually doing was watching all 3 of my previous videos on it, so I could sort of remember my thread and where I was going with it. So I've got a good idea of where I can pick up from and how to continue on with the next video. So that is in the works, which is exciting stuff. I've got a wee puzzle haul from Puzzle Camp to show you. So that'll be coming fairly soon. Haven't really started uh, editing the Puzzle Camp video yet, but that's going to be the next big job on my list. Get that video out. It's one of those things where it's a bit difficult to know where to start because it was such a unique big thing. And I'm just like, gosh, how do I do this justice, you know? Um, but hopefully I can and will, and you'll enjoy it, whatever I put out. I have been sort of preparing the footage. I had to jump through a few hoops to try and get the time lapse videos off my laptop and into my iPad. That was a bit of a faff. But so I've been organising the footage because there's a lot of footage. Um, so there's been some prep work going on with that as well. But yeah, but I've been doing a lot of just small puzzles, just enjoying doing small puzzles. So I've done three anime puzzles recently. I haven't actually posted one of them. I need to post it. Um, Freya got two of them. I glued them, and Jasper got the other one. I glued that. So they're in their rooms now. Done that little 150 piece patchwork rainbow, um, generously gifted from Wilbekin. And what else have I done? Oh, I did a downtown mini me, and I have posted that. That's in the downtown puzzle along channel on Discord. It was a 500 piece Wentworth, and it was called Fantasy Palace. Had a different name. That was a lot of fun. So yeah. Oh, and I did a speed run yesterday as well. I did Boathouse in Schmogen or something. It's one of the Scandinavian places. I actually got it from Sarah at Cardiff at the Cardiff competition, and I just sat did that yesterday. That was quite fun. It was while I was waiting for the super late showing of Spider-Man to start. So right, I've become more organised with the sorting now. I've got some pinks, got some mountain, although that's not really been very thoroughly sorted. There's some dark blues there and some lighter blues there. Again, though, not very thoroughly sorted. My focus mostly is on edges and yellows and pinks. So I'm moving them from here to here and just I'll start puzzling once I've gone through the whole pile. So very much a, a sort of a phased sort. Um, Leisurely, you know. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Oh. Um, Boardwalk is a very nice brand. I think that's US. Oh, right, nice. I've heard of it, not done it though. I prefer less shiny. The shine never bothered me anyway, lol. Ah, your box light probably helps make the shine less of an issue. With an overhead light can be challenging. Oh yeah, you've got like soft boxes, haven't you, Rob? I remember seeing them when we were talking on on the virtual puzzle camp. Yeah, so that helps. That's what I use as well. Helps disperse the light. Currently doing a happy piece puzzle that I obtained from Target. Appears to be a new brand name from Buffalo. Oh, right, okay. What's that like, Clark? Or can you not really tell yet? Hi, Val. Sandra, press like, please, everyone. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do. If you're enjoying, please do hit the like button. I don't know if you have pics, but it would be nice to have a bit about the preparation and planning of camp. Oh, yeah. I've got, there's some, yeah. Well, I've got stuff of the two setup days. Um, I mean, the planning was a lot of super long conversations between Sam and I and lots of spreadsheets. So, unless you want to see a picture of a spreadsheet, I do have the two setup days mostly covered. The only thing I don't really have, which I wish I did, is footage of us trying to move the wildlife puzzle into place. That was something else, wasn't it, Sam? Sam she was gonna try and record it, but I don't think the hotel staff wanted us to. It was so funny. Thanks for the reminder, Sandra. Yeah, thank you, Sandra. Goodness, Vicky, I can't believe how much you get done each week. I would have felt like having a holiday after all the work you and Sam got into puzzle camp. Well, I kind of am. I'm going away not this week, but next week on Friday to Nottingham. But I'm just going home for a few days just to see my family. So that's kind of a holiday, one which I've not got much planned apart from to just visit people. So there is a bit of that, but I've also had my dancing to get back into as well. So it's been a case of easing myself back in, if that makes sense. I haven't been puzzling lately due to work going crazy. I can't wait to get back into it after today's deadlines. Oh, that'll be nice, Val. That'll be nice. I wanted to. I know you did. What a shame. I couldn't because I was stood underneath the puzzle like this, moving like a crab sideways to try and stop it from bowing in the middle. I swear it was the funniest thing. Oh, I wish I could. I'll have to just try and describe it to you and you can try and imagine it. But oh my goodness, it was so. Oh, it was funny. Happy Place is identical to Buffalo, has a nicer box, and comes with a resealable Ziploc slider bag. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. My little cat targets My little Cal targets don't have happy piece puzzles yet. Oh, right. So your target shops don't have those puzzles yet. Looking forward to trying them. Right, I've got you. Happy piece as a poster, like Buffalo puzzles. That's good as well. Damn it, local. Oh, right, my local. Okay. I've got you. I've got you. I thought you were talking about a pet for a second. I found the puzzles in the book section of Target, which seems strange. Not with the normal spot in toys. Hey. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe try there then, Saga. Mm. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Still doing away. These are more solid blue. Uh, so I might get a few together. I don't know. Mm. The mountain's all different colours, but it tends to be quite light colours. We've got some red too. Little splashes of red, but I haven't really been separating that, so I won't go through again. A lot more yellow than I thought. Or at least the pile's fairly big, but I mean that's not a bad thing. At least I hope then a good chunk of the puzzle will get put together. Well, right. Just keep puzzling, just keep puzzling. Just keep sorting. I better not sing too much of that. Has anybody seen Finding Nemo? Um, and Dory, who she sings a song, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I do think that sometimes, but I replace the word swimming with puzzling. Just keep puzzling, or just keep sorting in this case. Get in there. Get in there, folks, and I can at least start putting some pieces together. Hmm. That's pink and yellow, so I'll put it in the yellows. Hopefully I'll have all the edges out. Usually miss one, but you never know. Right, still going, still going, still going, folks. I can't believe it's August on Saturday. I was scheduling my um Japanese college live stream, and I was like, right, what date's it going to be? And I was like, oh my goodness, we're in August. Um, and it made me think actually of Puzzle Me This John because he brings out his updates on the first of the month, doesn't he? Um, and I'm so intrigued to hear what he has to say about Puzzle Camp. Now, I've not heard from him. Well, I have, but he's not sort of commented on any of the lives. I don't know if he's watched the lives or if he's just waiting on a video. Um, I did email him actually about piece cut. It was to do with the four outs pieces in the puzzle. So I did hear from him on that. But yeah, be interesting to hear what he has to say on Puzzle Camp and on his lovely live puzzle, of course, which is coming together nicely. But yeah, August already. That's kind of insane. Oh, uh, um, loving the boardwalk images compared to several other. Might be filling a cart. All right. Well, that's good. Glad we could be of help. I just posted a photo of the puzzle I just made that had pigeons. Hashtag blame the pigeon. Yes. You blame that pigeon. Val, I hope you can get back to it soon. I think everyone here knows the feeling of not being able to puzzle. Excuse me, because of other things getting in the way. Hang in there. Yeah, oh, we certainly do. Sandra, good morning after you puzzlers. Hello, hello. Completely wild. 2 more days in July. Let's not rush it, lol. Oh, I know, I know. I only realised when I scheduled the stream. I was like, oh, flipping heck, it's not even July anymore when I do that stream. Puzzle camp. That was such a shame. Puzzle Me This John couldn't make it. It sounded like he really wanted to be there. Yeah, he did. He tried. He really tried. Um, he would have been an absolute boon on that puzzle. But yeah, alas. He was very supportive of it as a whole, though, which was nice. Really keen to support it as an idea, as an event. Put those in there. It's blue sky with some cloud. I think that might be sky with cloud actually, so I'm going to put it in there. It's a bit less wobbly than the mountain. The lines are a bit straighter. Must admit, I do like John's updates on his big puzzles. Somebody handed me a card. I think it might have been you, Sam. Um, with a Ravensburger email on it, but I never quite fully got the story of what they were like. I just know it had something to do with somebody wanting to build one of the 40k Ravensburgers. And this card got handed to me in relation to that, but I didn't really. That's all I sort of discovered. I've not actually emailed the person um, yet. I don't know whether to. Do you remember any more about that, Sam? Um, was it Roxy or somebody that had been to the outlet store in Livingston? Um, did they hand it to her or was it somebody else? I don't know. I've been meaning to ask about that because I honestly, it was a very brief sort of, oh, somebody gave me this to give to you because somebody wants to do this, and I was just like, oh, right, okay. I've no. So yeah, Sam, clear that up for me. Let me know what the deal was. If you know yourself. If you don't know, then don't worry. Or if you remember who handed it to you, then I could contact them. Sure, it was somebody that went to the. It was when Roxy visited the Rav outlet and the person gave their card to Roxy. Oh, okay. I might contact Roxy then and see what they were wanting. I watched John's Around the World series last week. It was fun to see. Have you seen it before? And it was a rewatch. Was it a rewatch, Peggy, or was it the first time seeing it for you? And thank you, Sam. I'll contact Roxy and find out what the situation is there. I don't even know if I want to do anything like that. Um, or even how what they wanted my involvement to be. If it's a case of, oh yeah, I want somebody to organise that, then they can, yeah, they're gonna have to wait a bit because I can't do it again that soon. Uh, I mean, if they're doing it and they want me to go, I'm up for that. Like, definitely up for that. I think they were wanting help to build slash organise building a large jigsaw. Honestly, can't remember the details. Right. Okay, that's fine. I'll ask Roxy, see if she remembers. Um, I'm sure she'll let me know. I still haven't been to that outlet in Livingston. It's maybe not the best idea at the moment, really. I'm actually get like Ravensburger. They're sending me the three neon puzzles. So when I went to the London Toy Fair, I showed some 500-piece neon puzzles that were coming out in the second half of the year, and they're out now. I've actually seen pictures of them floating around, and I was asking Charlotte about them, and she said, "Oh, I think we've got some in the warehouse." So she's sending me the three neon puzzles. They're on their way. Um, so yeah, it's probably not the best idea for me to visit a Ravensburger outlet store at this stage, but um, yeah, they're coming. I'm very excited about those. They look very cool. Right, so I am putting these back in the box. My non-sorters, there's still quite a few, but that's how it is on a first phase. There is a lot of, I don't know if you can see this or how well you can see it. There's a lot of green dust. But it isn't, I mean, I'm saying this now, I don't want to speak too soon. It's not making me cough or sneeze. I'm not getting any weird allergy responses to it. And it's no more or less intensive than Ravensburger dust. Like it's not worse than that, if you see what I mean. So they're the yellows, quite a big pile of them, and then these are the edges. So I'm going to just start with the edge. I'm so excited for Rose handing her work into Ravensburger, and I love that she wanted our inputs on it. She's so lovely. Yes, I haven't. I get the banner notifications for the Discord, and I did see that she'd written something about having submitted it. But I haven't actually gone in and looked at the post. I need to go and look at the post, but that's so exciting, isn't it? Oh, great. Is that going to be when that comes out? It'll be out before we know it. Like it'll be 2027 before we know it. Um, Not that I'm wishing time away, but I just feel like it's like, oh, it's ages away, but then it's here suddenly. That's just how time is. It goes by fast. Oh, that goes there though. Yay! We're together. Um, yeah, it is exciting, and you're right. She's one of the most lovely people that I've met through this puzzling business. She's lovely, really nice. I'm so happy she's in our Discord server and chats to us, and yeah, like you say, she's asked for our input, and trying to include wee things which represent us, and I just think that's so nice. It all makes the puzzling experience just so it's different. It hits differently because you've been involved in a way. And I just think it's going to be great. She seems very happy that she submitted it. Right, I'm pulling out. I'm sort of focused on pinks at the minute. Oop. Uh, Pinks and purpley colours, which of course are at the bottom. Uh, as I was pointing out earlier, all the pinks are at the bottom. Well, most of them. There's a little bit in the sky. Oh, I love it when you can get to puzzling. Finally, after all the shuffling, you can just get to puzzling. That's a sky corner, you can tell. The clouds. Hmm. Right. And that is as well. That goes up here. Ah, that goes this side. It's a fir tree. think with sky up here, sort of dealing with pinks and blues up in the sky. I'm liking Schmidt so far, by the way, folks. I mean, so far so good. Uh, Only at the edge, but a nice, reassuring fit when the pieces go in. Uh, Who's there? Mm, Lovely colours. I really do like colours a lot. Hmm. Is that? Uh, oh, right. Okay, that's this side. I wasn't sure if that was top or bottom, and it turned it out to be left side. So well, that's quite a dark blue, so that ought to be distinguishable. I'm sort of avoiding blues, but I don't think I necessarily need to. There's some definite different shades. But, oof, there's like a grey path there. Where are you? So not the poster is slightly annoying because the based on grass label obscures a little bit at the edge of the. Not much, but you know, and just to express a small gripe. I think this bit, I was trying to figure out where this bit was, and I think it's behind. It's a wisp of cloud on the left side. It's behind where the based on grass symbol is, sign thing is. Mm. That's a little bit further along. That definitely goes up there. That's further that way. Actually fits in there. It goes down the side. Hmm. It looks like you should go there though. Oh, but you don't. You go there. Right, okay. So we've got a good sizable chunk of this bottom bit together now. There's a few blues before we can attach that. Right, what are you? Are you the top? Oh, that's the top of the mountain. Right. Got yeah. I was wondering what that was. Mm. Mm. Some quite dark pieces as well. I'm hoping that the textures, like the brush strokes, might help me there. Some of them are very obvious brush strokes, and some are a wee bit too dark to be able to see them. And I mean, shape helps as well. Oh, that's the base of that tree, the tree trunk. That's a bit of peat coloured cloud. That goes this side. Yeah, and I'm starting to hit um dark pieces. I don't have that many of them though. That go no, that goes there. That goes there. Mhm. Gosh darn it! I think I'm missing one. Oh. Yeah, I think that goes there. That sits in there. And that sits in there. Right. So now starting to get lighter. So nope. Yes. There we go. Okay, getting there. It goes up here. Right. Um, you go in there. Shape helps again. Touches that. Nope. That was there. Put your touches to that. Yes. Right hand side done. No. No. Ah. Right. Had a piece in wrong. So we've got one not accounted for there. There's one there, and there's one here. I think might be more than one here. This one might be in my pink pile. I did accidentally throw an edge in there earlier, so I wouldn't have put it past myself to do that, but that's the edge more or less done anyway. Mostly, assuming I've not put pieces in wrong. Hopefully I haven't. It looks right, I think. Yeah, looks right to me. Does anyone else think Rose's new puzzle might be really, really busy? Will it be like Bazaar Town? No, I don't know if it'd be quite that busy. I hope so, but I love busy puzzles. I was counting on it when she said there was a lot going on. I think it may be really, really detailed, but not busy. It might be like um her Tropical Dragons puzzle. There's a lot going on in that. That's a fairly busy image. But it's just full of things. So I wonder if it might be something more similar to like a Tropical Dragons kind of busyness, level of busyness. Putting it together is so nice. Not fond of taking apart one piece at a time, but the puzzling is lovely. Honor Schmidt, tell us the story of Graham's Greens. It keeps popping up on Discord. Oh, Graham's Greens, right. Okay, well, um, let me just have a drink first and I'll get back to it. I want to read the rest of the chat. From some of the hints, I think it might be fantasy themed, but probably busy to hide all the Easter eggs. Yeah. Another rule, what happened at puzzle camp stays at puzzle camp. Oh no. Not if you're going to talk about it on Discord. Discord doesn't count since it's more private. Nice job on that edge. Thank you so much. The colours are so nice. Yeah, they are. They're lovely. I agree. It looks like it's going to be a nice puzzle. I somehow doubt the story is that salacious. Wasn't it just that he had his trays of collected green pieces on, or else I'm missing it too? Close, you're close, Soul. My thought is that he collected a bunch of green pieces and then everyone was looking for them. Mm. Mm. So, as we got more into the puzzle, everybody obviously has their own ways of puzzling. Um, Graham did work on specific sections, and like we all did. But what started to happen, and Graham wasn't the only one that would do this. What started to happen was we'd 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 come in one day and realize that the pieces were everywhere, like literally everywhere. They'd be on. It wasn't just that they were on big boards that were labeled. There would be pieces on trays, and like some trays would just be sitting there, and there'd maybe be about 5 pieces on them, and it'd be like, what are these and who's responsible for them? It wasn't always obvious, like why they'd been collected and what what bit they were supposed to represent. Um, so there would be a sort of a there would be this occasional sort of tidying up that went on and things like that. Which was fine for the most part, but we did have to really start using labels for things because what and particularly Graham, because he liked to go and pick out a bunch of pieces from um a group, like a category, for example greens, and he what happened was he picked out a bunch of a specific texture of tree or bush. So we had towards the end we had varying different categories of green, mostly sorted by shape. So for the most part we're trying to fill in gaps, and we just know what shape we need. So we're asking for, the shape, or for the ones that maybe had building in or something like that. Graham would be doing his own little textures, and he'd have a tray with other things on, and we it ended up getting labeled Graham's greens because sometimes what was happening was we'd be looking at, other people would be looking for a piece, not being able to find it, and then realize it's on Graham's tray of green pieces, which not everybody necessarily realized existed. But it was the way he liked to puzzle, and it worked. Like it got pieces in. It was just that whole thing of, oh, I can't find it. I better check Graham's tray, because he might well have this green that you're looking for. And that happened to me once, I think. Graham had a green piece that I needed. It was on and it was labeled Graham's greens. Um, so it just became a bit of a long-standing thing. But yeah, like it happened at other points in Puzzle Camp, but I think became most pertinent when doing the green pieces because we were also heavily focused on them at one stage, and like there would just be would end up being on his tray. Um, there was a time as well where he was working specifically on the connecting lines. So and they were on a very obvious shape. So he'd be gathering up the connectors. Um, but that wasn't necessarily all of them. It was only the ones on the vertical. Um, so if we were looking for a connector, we had to sort of remember that Graham probably had it on his tray of connectors, kind of thing. So yeah, that's what the Graham's Greens story is about. Uh, and that's why, it's a bit of a sort of standing joke now. Um, well, so yeah, you're pretty much there, Soul. My thought is that he collect. Yes, yeah, Peggy. That's right. Um, I do that myself sometimes. Hello, Thomas. How are you? So yeah, that's the story. Um, and I know it is coming up in the Discord a bit because well, I mentioned it myself when he posted a picture of the puzzle manufacturer puzzle that he'd done, and I was like, I really hope you had a tray labeled Graham's Greens. I just feel like I like the notion that that's just how he puzzles at home as well, labeling his trees. Um, right, okay. I'm trying to. This is actually quite a lot more like bright yellows than I thought. So what I'm trying to do is pull out specifically this one at the moment. It's sort of like dots. So that's what's making it stand out. And there's a little bit attached to the edge there as well. So that could be handy. Uh, but we did, yeah, we very much had to. He wasn't the only one that had trays of things that they were working on, and then they'd come back the next day and be like, "Where's my tray gone?" We did have to label things because it became a bit sort of because in some cases they did just get abandoned or somebody was working on it and then they didn't come back for a few days. So um, we did have to label things to make it a little bit easier, bit more organized. Okay, so there's kind of quite solid yellows where the bottom of these flowers are, and then um, the dots are sort of at the top of the flower. So that's what I'm trying to distinguish because there's like solid bits of yellow and there's dotty yellow. If that makes sense. Uh, do you go there? No, you don't. Do you go there? Yes, you do. Woohoo! And there's all kinds of different backgrounds as well, so it's hopefully going to be not too bad to try and piece the different flowers together. There's a little bit of sort of mossy green that's in the background here. It's more at the base of that tree. I don't know if I've pulled many of those out. Oh, there's one there. I think I'm getting the right pieces. I'm just not necessarily getting them in. Right, come on, I can do this. I can do this. That must be up here somewhere. It's got the dark background. And I do have light greens in here as well, so I should have some of the bases of these flowers. Yes. Ah, yeah. No, that doesn't go there. Close though. Mhm. Yes. Right, so I'm trying to organize in terms of the background colors as well, so I can get like so the top of that bush is very much dark blue background, and the bottom is a bit lighter, and in some cases pink. I mean, I may have shot myself in the foot starting with the biggest bush. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Right, so that's going to go at the bottom of one of the flowers. There it is. There. That's a big tall piece. There's some red going on in that one. So the stalks are red on as you go further up the plant. a tiny amount on that one, but you can see it. There we are. No. It's coming. Big chunky yellow there. It's very big flower at the bottom there. So then that should be moving more into a green kind of colour, which I may or may not have. Yes, there we are. This, oh, jumped now. That goes down here. At least they're out the way. Uh, where are you? Concentrating, folks. Gone into the zone a wee bit here. Hope you don't mind. I think that's one of the ones nearer the top. It goes about on a par with that one. Uh, huh. So go there, might go there. Is there a piece that shape? Possibly, possibly not. Hang on, that goes there. Got a little thread background on that one. Do this sometimes where I just hang on to pieces and then I forget I'm holding them. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe the piece I'm looking for is in my hand, and invariably it is. Um, so I have to try and remember that I pick pieces up, you know? That one's down near the bottom, that's around about here. That one's right above it, yes. Okay, using the box image now. Uh, yeah, that goes there. So where do you go then? That's a bit further down here, I think, this flower. Okay, it's fine. I'll find some more. I'll find some more. I don't think there's that many more though. Oh, no, that goes over there. That goes down there. A little bit down here too. Can't help it. I get distracted really easily. Um, and I jump to another section, and then I'm like, where was I? Excuse me. There's a lot of wonky kind of hook pieces, like prongs, that I think they can be helpful when you're trying to find a piece. This isn't going particularly quickly though, is it? Oh well. Right, so it doesn't go there. It it's further down, around about here, I think. Maybe about here. Uh, that can't be that one because there isn't one above it. So which one's that one then? No, no, it's not you. It's alright. I'm looking. So that has a wonky hook piece. I can't see where it is though. Maybe they're not so helpful. Maybe there's just too many wonky hook pieces. I don't even know if that's right either, if that sits there or not. Ah, yes. Is there? Look, is there? Wonky hook piece. Yay. That goes round that way. No. No. Hmm. Yes. Found that one. And that one goes somewhere further down. Right, I feel like way more of these should be going in than actually are at this point, but I do have little bits coming together. That's about all I can tell you at the moment. Um, so I mean, maybe that goes there. Some of those red pieces would have been handy. Some of those pieces were red in, because I've got a lot of like red branches. Nope. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Hmm. Because there. Right, so where are you? Right, you. I think that sits there. That it goes right underneath it. Maybe that's further up then. Because I don't really have space for this one if I have that further down. This one sits around about here, and this one is. Oh, oh, hang on. Ah, yes, right. Woohoo! Okay, right. Well, that helped. That helped. Uh, like my little noises of triumph there. Um, Starting magical bookcase section C today. Tell us, Thomas, are you starting it today? What was the favourite thing you built? At me in at Puzzle Camp. Uh, I'm just trying to think what I did, but I built a lot of yellows to start with, and the yellow taxi came together really fast. That was quite nice. Um, there were some yellow temples and Buddhas that were challenging and frustrating at times, but they felt good once I actually started getting somewhere with them. And the love sign. I enjoyed building the love sign. And it was so great when I found that piece. Can't stay super long as I've got a couple of people arriving to play their lutes. Nice! That sounds great. We get honestly sounds great. Sorry, I'm laughing. It's just it's an unusual sentence, isn't it? That's pretty awesome. Excellent. It will spur me on to get started. Do you play? I play the bass and tenor, Oh, nice. That's brilliant. A bit like a cello, but with six strings and frets. Lutes. We learn more about Thomas every day. And now we know what you look like too. It was really nice putting some faces to names. Yeah, definitely. What did the lute player say to the flautist? Get the F out, sorry. uh, well, I thought it was funny. It's not pronounced flautist, a flautist. Is it pronounced flautist? Flute player. I know what it means. How do you make how do you make a double bass play in tune, chop it up, and make a xylophone? I looked up the tenor viola di gamba and listened to it briefly. Very nice. I need a shirt that says that goes there. When will it appear in VMP shop? Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I need to update some of the shop merch, get some new designs going. I just haven't got round to it, Thomas, but I will. I will, I promise. Only 7 likes. Don't forget to like. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. Yes, please do like. If you're enjoying this stream, please do leave a like. They do help. Any kind of engagement like that helps. This goes smoothly. It's not too bad. I mean, this is a challenge. Takes a bit of concentration, but it is getting there. I'm enjoying it. And I do like a challenge, let's be honest. I don't like it when it's super duper easy and there's no real kind of challenge to it. So I can't complain really. Taking a break from my puzzle right now, feeling too hot. We'll try to cool down and continue. Yeah, I've had to have the fan on quite a lot. Um, just in the flat. It's not at this time of day it's not too bad, but later on in the afternoon it gets really unbearable. I feel like that could be something an NPC in Elder Scrolls would say. Yes. Yes. I mean it's quite a unique sentence, isn't it? Mm. That's actually awesome. You've got people coming around to play the lute. I will accept that as an excuse for leaving my live stream, Thomas. Wish I was there. Wish I could hear it. Well, we'll be there soon. We'll be in Nottingham very soon, assuming the trains behave themselves. Um, I'm just having a little break from these flowers and putting together this orange set of like hills in the foreground. Um, they'll just float for a little while, but the pieces are fairly distinct, like they go together. Uh, that goes that way. Hmm. Do you go there? Yes, you go there. Good, good, good. It's coming. It's nice to uh, it's nice to just jump to a slightly different bit of the puzzle and get a bit of a break when you're sort of struggling with the other bits. Oh gosh, there's even more of this plant here. I'll put those at the top so I know because I haven't tried them yet. Um, hmm. uh, oh no, you don't go there. Come on, you pieces have got to fit in somewhere. Right, that goes in there. That goes in there. I'm not even certain they're part of the same thing. That's part of that plant. Mm, uh, Where sure where these go? Oh, right. Okay, there's a little bit of sort of bright yellowish orange nearer to the bottom that's not part of this little mountain range. I think that might go there. Actually goes way. There we go. So that's going to sit floating there for a little bit. This is a bit more this kind of colour. Oh, I noticed, Rob, you got an I Survived Puzzle Camp t-shirt. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for that. Has anybody else? Has anybody else decided they need to declare proudly that they've survived puzzle camp? I still need to get mine. I haven't got mine yet. I've got a badge, but I've worn the badge a couple of times. There we go. Right, so you go in there. You should be pretty obvious, I think. So that one, that one. I think. Wait, no, that's you. So where are you? Oh, okay, you're there. So that's it. Right. So then are you? Oh no, that's further down. That there? I think. That many more actual flowers. These seem to be like continuations of ones I've already started. I feel like there's still new flowers I haven't discovered on here. There we go. Yeah, yeah, you do go there, and you go there. Right, so that attaches now. We've got a big chunk here. I could do with attaching this. I feel like I can. I just haven't quite figured out how yet. So that's you. Ah, right, you're up here. Oh, okay. Oh, blimey. That attaches to the edge. Right. Okay, I've been able to attach it all along. Never mind. Ugh. Well, that felt good. That was very satisfying. And this is going to go nearer to the bottom because it's got some brighter colours in the background. And this one too, I suspect. That might not even be. I think that might be this one over here. Ah, right. So there's a. Ah. Okay, you go there. And you're in there. And you attach there. Yes! Nice. Right, okay. This is good. Oh, lots of triumph taps now. And I can attach the edge there, even though I've got one missing there. And, oh, you should be extremely obvious. Where are you? I don't know where that one goes yet. Mm, nope. Yes. 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 And yes. Okay, this is good. All right. That. There. That is that. And this one that sits in there. Yes. Okay, good. I like that. I like that when, you sort of struggle for a bit and then all of a sudden it all falls into place. It's really quite satisfying. So look at that. Nice big yellow flower bush thing there. I also got an I Survived Puzzle Camp t-shirt. Yay! Yay, Karen! Thank you for that. Definitely best in the morning too when it's that warm. I love board games. I used to be in a club where we met every week and played different games. That sounds fun. They sound like they all go together well. I think I've missed a bit of the conversation here. They do really, except for all of them time consuming. Karen, I think you mentioning the shirt inspired me to get one. Oh, okay, this is good. Let's keep the inspiration going. The watch party were proud participants, even if it wasn't in person. I really felt like that was the case. I really felt like everybody in the chat, in the watch party, everyone, um, sort of remotely was a part of it. And that's what we wanted, you know? So I was pleased. I was pleased that people got that feeling from it. Oh, well, you did. Harmonies really did it for me, and discovering solo gaming through it. I love together with others too, but I definitely like my solo gaming now. I guess I am that way in everything, really. Thank you. I had some errands first in the morning after driving my son to play school, and the car had a nail. Oh, in the tire. Oh, that sucks. It was about 9 before I got out. Oh, goodness. Yeah, oh, that's so annoying. Like, we had a run of those for a little while back when I had a car. A run of that happening, just nails in the, oh, it's so annoying. Just got in from work. The puzzle is coming along nicely. I hope you're enjoying it. I've loved the Schmidt puzzles I've done. I am enjoying it a lot, Tourmaline. Yeah, thank you. And hello. Go, Vicky, go. Yes, do it, Thomas. We want to hear you play. Oh, I'd love to hear you play. He patched it. I asked if it was part of the service deal. And he was like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, sometimes they can repair them, can't they? It's a new used car I just got from them. Oh, I see. What's the verdict on grass pieces? Well, I mean, they just feel like normal pieces. There's just a lot of dust. I can feel the graininess a bit. But now that was mostly when I was sorting. And now, it just feels like any puzzle. Got a new hobby this summer, Vicky. Board gaming. Yay! You already did board gaming, Winter. Have you not been doing that a little while, or is that a recent thing? Loved the watch party. Wish more people had time to join. It was great meeting you all. It really was. It was nice. It was nice on the times when I dropped into chat and the other was running. Oh, I see. Right. Well, good. That's a good healthy hobby. Not me running though, Soul. Soul. Right. So Soul's running and you're board gaming. Right. I've got you. I've got you. Right. So I'm just gonna sort of figure out how these sit in relation to each other. So where does this even? I don't even know where that goes. I think that might. I don't even know where that goes. Oh wait, that goes there. So that is. Oh, okay. So that's on the far side. That doesn't attack. So that's on the far left. It's kind of in the middle. This goes. over here. And then there's a very light bit of the mountain. Well, that's away over here. And that, I think, goes sort of down here. So there's a bit here that's it's very, very light though. It sort of blends into the dark blue quite a lot. So I may not have all those pieces out. It sits roughly like that, I think. And then there's another uh tree slash bush down here. So let's get that going. It goes that way. And these belong to that. And it actually attaches to this little bit of orange here as well, so that's good. Because it means I have less floatiness going on. Um, it sits in there. Oh, no. Darn it. There, that goes in there. Right, and then that doesn't go there. But that does go there. And that does go there. Alright, well this is coming together nicely. Don't want to speak too soon, but it is. So that sits over here. We've got, I think that goes roughly there. I should have that if I've picked out my pieces well enough. Be nice if I could attach that to the edge. There is a tiny bit of yellow there, but I can't see the piece that goes in there. It's slightly frustrating. Oh, there, that goes there. I may have some in the pink pile though, so that's something. Would be my logical next step, I think. Although, I don't think I'll be quite getting to that today. That one is. Oh, that's got to be down here somewhere. Yes, that's there. Right. So that's either there or there. I'm not sure if I've got the placement of that quite right yet, but we'll see. Um, that's a bit of that one. This goes here. Yes, that's another bit of that gone in. And that sits in there. Now then. Yay! Attached! Ha! Yay! Oh, this is nice. I love it when they go in. This might well be over here. Yes, it is. And so is that. That sits in there. That's one of these vaguely orange pieces there. There's a sort of a funny texture to these. That goes around here somewhere. Uh, right, we've got. I don't even know if these go around here. There's some sort of vaguely sort of orange colours, but I don't know where they. Oh, they might be in the middle. They might be around about here. So I'll show you what I mean. So that obviously is that. This is this. And then, so they're probably a little further up. Then this here is this, and you've got a little bit of orange on the hills in the background, which attaches. There's some yellow here at the bottom, some yellow here, which I've managed to put in, but there's also little patches of peachy orange there, right there. And I think that's what these are. So they're going to be floating a little bit. I think this goes up here though, somewhere. Because that white bit is a part of this. It looks like snow, but I don't know if it is supposed to be snow. But that I think that goes up here somewhere. I just can't seem to attach it yet. And there's another bit. Ah, there we go. That sits there. That's got some. There we go. That's got some yellow. There's some yellow in there, but again, I'm not sure if that's. What? Oh, wait, that's this tree. Yeah, it's part of the branch, the trunk of this bush. So that goes over there, and then this I think might go over here. Yeah, it does. So there we go. That's all of the pieces I had in a pile, as placed as I can get them. Um, according to the box. So what I've got now is these. These are fairly well sorted. There's a bunch of pinks here. A lot of those will go here. It'd be a good, a sort of a logical next step. Some clouds. And then I think I'll have to do another phase because although I've got these pieces, that one and that one, and there's one up here you can't see, they're not thorough particularly. That one would be the logical next. Like that, for example, that's got yellow in. Pop that in there. Might be worthwhile just seeing if I've got that pink edge piece in here. Um, that looks like yep. There we are. Oh, oh, gosh. Right, you can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Gosh, where is that? Oh, I need to get that in. It definitely goes there, unless I'm very much mistaken. There we go. That fits in now. Yeah, I was right. That bit was in there. Uh, I'm not sure about that bit. I'm looking for the edge. I really need to stay focused on my initial goal, which was to try and find that pink edge. I haven't found it yet. No matter if I don't, particularly. Oh, no. Oh gosh. Wait, no, there's not one under there. Sometimes they do disappear under my board. Oh, no, I can't see the edge in there, so I've obviously just missed it somehow. Uh, ah, that goes there. Um, no, I can't see the edge, unfortunately. Can see you though. And you. Okay, stop. Victoria, stop. Oh, Claire, have you gone to bed? Night night, Claire. Puzzle is coming along great. Shame I can't stay. I'm just so tired. Better go to bed. Good night, all. Thanks for the stream, Vicky. Oh, I'm pretty much done anyway, Claire. So thank you for being here and watching along. I think that's pretty much it for me for this stream. This really is so pretty. It's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. I just finished the puzzle I'm working on. The dark pieces took ages, although it wasn't that much of them. I wish it can though. It's like sometimes a block of colour just looks like not much, but it takes blooming forever. But well done on finishing. I agree. I love Redina Tili artwork. I may have like 10 of her puzzles now. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it, Clark? Which puzzle was it? The next one I will do is Puzzles on Puzzles, the 3,000 piece Karen puzzles from Ravensburger. Nice. Love that. So approachable with lots of very well defined colour sections. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a puzzle ball. Thank you. Not a bad song to have stuck in my head, but nevertheless, it will be stuck in there. It was a hay puzzle, 1,000 pieces called So Cozy. It's from their Precious Animals series. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, since I've done hay. You can see the edge. Where is it? Am I missing it? Oh, there it is. Found it. There's somebody at the door. Give me 1 second. He's on the floor. Mr. Daisy. Right, sorry about that. Thought that might have been Puzzle Mail, but it wasn't. I think it was just a neighbour. I waited to see. Um, Thank you for that, Clark. I just couldn't even. It was right in the middle, and it had a tiny bit of purple on the bottom, which was throwing me off. Thank you. It was there. The eagle-eyed folk among you spotted it. Well done. It's there. I do. I found it. I found it. I found it. Yeah, I wish it was puzzle mail. It wasn't. Alas, I stood and waited, staring at the peephole, and a chap appeared, but it was the next door neighbour. So, I guess he must have forgotten his key. Hmm. Fingers crossed that's a new puzzle. I know, it would have been cool. I like it when puzzle mail comes during unexpectedly during the live streams. It's always fun when that happens. But not today, unfortunately. The new neon puzzles, yeah, I because I thought that as well. It did say I got a thing, a notification saying that they should be here. Now then, when did it say they were coming? Next week, maybe? I'm not sure now, actually. Like, because I recently got a parcel from Sam as well. So, Sam sent me the mini me bits and pieces. Thank you for that, by the way, Sam. I've been meaning to send you a message to say thank you. I got it. So I get a bit mixed up with my email delivery notifications. I'm never quite sure what's coming when. Can't remember when it said it was coming, but I don't think it was supposed to be today. Rest assured, though, when it does come, I'll let you know. Thanks for another great stream. Thank you so much, Sam. And you're most welcome, Rob. Thank you. Thanks for being here, everyone. The new train spotters, edge spotters. Yes. So I'm just missing that one and that one, but they won't be in the pink pile, so I'll find those another time. But that's a good day's puzzling. Pleased with that. Thanks so much, everyone, for being here. And I mean, I've given you all my puzzle news, I think, up to now. So there's nothing new to tell you. But I will say, please like the stream. I do appreciate you leaving your likes. If you're watching this after the fact, please leave a comment. That really helps as well. Any kind of engagement on the content really does help me out a lot. So thank you for that. And please drop your likes if you haven't dropped one yet. And yeah, I'll be back with more cool puzzle content as soon as I possibly can. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I am enjoying this puzzle very much. So thank you, Clock. Can't wait to get back to it next week. I will be back on Saturday with the Japanese collage, though. So I will look forward to seeing you all then as well. All right, thanks, folks. Tatty bye, everyone. Happy